Out of every 25 people, one of them is a sociopath incapable of feeling empathy. So, who's the psycho in your life? Hey everyone, Laci Green here for D News. Sociopathy is a type of mental disorder where a person literally does not have that pull in their heart, in their brain that prompts them to care about others. Sociopaths don't feel compassion and they don't feel fear. Dr. Martha Stout of Harvard Medical School describes sociopaths as people who can run free in the world doing and saying whatever they want to without feeling any remorse for it. To the sociopath, people are tools to achieve whatever they want. They're painfully self-interested and they can imitate empathy and will express compassion if it benefits them. But inside they're emotionally dulled and so they may sometimes come off a bit callous. A few years ago, I met someone who had been formally diagnosed with antisocial personality disorder, which is an umbrella term that includes sociopathy. And when I met him, I was drawn to him through our shared interests and our shared sense of humor, but I always felt like there was something a little off. Although the circumstances were set for us to be pals, years went by and things never stopped feeling sort of cold and weird. Later in our friendship, he told me about his diagnosis and I was fascinated, so I started reading up, including Dr. Stout's book, The Sociopath Next Door. There's been a lot of research conducted on this condition, sociopathy. We know now that a sociopath's brain is actually neurologically different than the average person. There have been several fMRI studies where patients are shown horrific imagery, bloody stabbings, shootings, and in most people, the amygdala lights up, the part of the brain that's responsible for fear and concern for others. But in sociopathic patients, the amygdala stays dark. There's no activity. They're actually incapable of feeling for other people. So these findings made me feel a little bit confused about my friend. Like, should I feel bad for him or should I feel terrified? Of course, we usually hear about sociopaths as serial killers, Ted Bundy types, and it's true that most serial killers are sociopaths, but most sociopaths aren't serial killers, obviously, or we'd probably all be dead. It's thought that serial killers are made when a sociopath is born into a grave environment that maybe begets some bloodlust or aggression. Many famous cult leaders and dictators were sociopaths, like Reverend Jim Jones, who somehow convinced 900 people to commit mass suicide. Dr. Stout also found in her research that 1 out of 10 Wall Street professionals is a sociopath, which is more than 2 times the rate of the rest of society. We hear about scandal after scandal on Wall Street, people who lie and cheat endlessly to be on top. But lots of sociopathic behavior is less clever. It's more benign, manipulating a partner, lying a lot, lashing out and being abusive, responding with callous indifference to a sensitive issue, or hurting people without understanding why it's wrong. So, next time you find yourself asking, what is wrong with this person? Here's a little food for thought. Thanks for joining me, guys. I'll see you next time on D News.